Friends, one of the things that I very often see that goes wrong on sales calls, especially those that are held on Zoom or Teams, GoToMeeting, that kind of thing, is that once the sales call starts, the salesperson and the client are reduced to these two little boxes kind of in the corner at the top of the screen. And so what you want people to see is the presentation. Totally understand that, totally agree with that. But one of the best tips that I give my sellers is unshare often. When you're on Zoom or Teams or whatever, a video call, make sure you unshare often. So what I try to do is make sure that I unshare my screen at the end of every slide, or whenever the client and we're starting to engage in a conversation, unshare that screen. Now, one of the things you're going to need to do, I'm kind of surprised at how many salespeople really don't intimately know how to work their sharing and the Zoom systems or Teams systems. Get good at it. There's really, I wouldn't say there's nothing worse, but it's kind of embarrassing when you're a salesperson. You're like, oh, where's that share button at? I can't get the sound to work. Hello, can you hear me over there? What's going on? Friends, get really good at your Zoom or your video technology and then unshare your screen often. Now, a lot of times sellers will only unshare their screen to say, unshare. All right, so do you have any questions? And then what is the customer going to say? Oh, I'm good. And then you reshare your screen and off you go. Instead of saying any questions, unshare your screen and say things like, how am I doing? Am I explaining this well? You might say, well, how did I do? Can you see some value that might come from that? Or you could say, what value do you think might come if we partner on something like this? Asking those questions that aren't yes or no questions can also be really helpful. But I also want to ask, am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? If you're explaining digital marketing solutions or things that are technical, how am I doing on the technical front? Do I need to, bring it down a little bit? Or maybe you're more advanced and I can talk higher level on these things as well. Seriously good sellers, friends, when they're doing video presentations, they know they need to unshare their screen often because that's the moment that your face is going to come big, the presentation goes smaller. Just get really good at it, friends, and I think it'll take your sales game to the next level.